Me and my friends came into this thinking it would be a peaceful riverboat ride, but it was better. It had an extremely helpful tour guide named George who had a lot of good information about some of the things we were seeing, like a building for an OXO factory, where he gave us a lot of information about how it was the only building that was able to do free advertising kind of. He was so nice and he pointed out everything important on the river. The bridges were so cool and we were able to get every single one to wave to us. And my friends were trying to play rock paper scissors with a bridge, and when he realized, he helped. He told the whole cruise to join us and we did rock paper scissors. We chose scissors, and someone put up paper. We won. We did great. The bridges were super cool, the buildings were cool, and the tour guide was great. He knew so much history and we were so happy. Then at the end, one of my friends wanted to get a picture with him and he was so nice about it. The whole trip was great and I'm very glad I did it. Thank you so much, George. We didn't have a lot of time for a river cruise, so thought this would be a good option as we were staying very close by, and we weren't disappointed. It's a 40-minute round trip, which in the middle of a heatwave was a perfect duration. George was our guide and he was brilliant. The whole thing was really informative, traveled down to Tower Bridge and back. Well worth the price and highly recommended. It was awesome. A must-see if you come to London. Wonderful history lessons and beautiful architecture. Our tour guide Mitch made the experience so enjoyable, funny and informative. You can tell he enjoys his job and it made the experience so perfect. So glad I went with my friend, even though there was a bit of rain, it was perfect. Mitch as our guide was amazing. He told us about the Eye, interesting that it didn't win. Can't believe the wobbly bridge won lol. This was absolutely the best value for money we have had in a long time. Thanks for making this 40 minutes a highlight to our trip to London. We're a large school group who had booked to go on. Mitch, our guide, gave us good advice about where to sit to get good reviews. He was very knowledgeable and entertaining. The children loved it. 45 minutes is a good amount of time and we saw lots of major sights. Trip was well run, the crew were all friendly, our trip guide, Jordan, was very likable, even with the terrible jokes. Had an amazing and informative experience and would very highly recommend anyone visiting to include this as part of their itinerary. Amazing year. Great experience, efficient and informative. Tour guide Jordan was fabulous. Many great jokes. I think it was an effective use of time that gave great overview of the city. Would do again. Recommend for any first-timer. We had a wonderful time. The guide was excellent. His one line of jokes, his knowledge of the places where we went to near was wonderful and interesting overall. It was a great adventure and would recommend it. Brilliant river tour. The tour guide didn't just have everyone in stitches, he raised smiles and laughs from people waving from the bridges. The tour was both informative and entertaining. This is a great way to see London without the walking. The guide was very knowledgeable, and funny too. It helped us decide what we should do next while in the city.